everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, so I've got a couple of things to quickly update. So last time I streamed, I was playing uh, Penumbra Black Death and also Strange Horticulture. Uh, that was before I realized that Penumbra Black Death is actually the sequel of the Penumbra series. So I'm stopping Penumbra for the moment, and I'm going to pick up the original or try and sort out what the stuff with the original is going to do before I come back to playing Black Death. So today we are going to continue with Strange Horticulture. After which, the next game I play is probably going to be Quake. Um, I think that's the next game that I haven't covered. But um, before I go any further, I wanted to just cover off a little bit of where I'm at with the pyramid. So, boop, 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 boop. So this is the Lovecraftian horror pyramid. This is the center of my thesis. Blah blah blah. You've watched other videos. You know what it's about. And I just kind of wanted to update you. So I've had a few issues with certain games, namely Alone in the Dark, and some of the Call of Cthulhu games, Shadow of the Comet and Prisoner of Ice. And I wouldn't be surprised to have the same issue with Quake. A lot of the older games, I've been having a lot of issues with recording and doing these playthroughs with them with OBS running. So I had to do them separately, I had to do them offline, and I just wanted to show you where they all ended up. So Stirring Abyss actually got downgraded. I spent a lot of time thinking about it and going back over, okay, how am I judging these things to make sure that I was judging Stirring Abyss correctly. So that ended up with 3.5. It actually potentially should be over here, but because it was in both the horror and the aesthetics, I thought it was better put over here. But Call of Cthulhu and like the two of them ended up here, and Alone in the Dark actually got a really low score. It ended up all the way down here. It also should not be in italics because it is not over on the sample sheet, which is this one. So that's where they all ended up. This is what the pyramid kind of looks like at the moment, where everything is located. Now, at the moment, once I have completed the two Penumbra games and Quake, I will have done 51 games. And so far, I'm very confident in the Penumbra games actually getting quite a few points in this. I don't know if they'll break the 5 margin, but I think that they'll definitely be somewhere in this area, and they might even be more on the horror side than the aesthetic side, which would be awesome. Getting more games on the horror side is really good, and it would allow me to make some interesting arguments, especially if they end up over here, because it would be fascinating to reflect upon the history of horror game development, in particular in relation to Alone in the Dark, which started the survival horror genre, and alongside the Call of Cthulhu games, really cemented the aesthetic side of Lovecraft. As far as I can tell, I still have a bit more research to do if I'm going to make that argument. Whereas on the other side of things, you have Amnesia and the Penumbra games, and also Soma, which I also do plan to play, which lean much more heavily into the horror side of things. And they, like, Amnesia is one of our top-rated horror games for Lovecraftian horror. So it'll be really interesting to see if this actually shows us a clear divergence between people who leaned heavily on the aesthetic in the early days versus people who leaned very heavily on horror in the early days, and have a look at if that it is indicative of a continued separation to this day, and how concepts of what is Lovecraftian has been reinforced by video games. Um, I'm really excited to actually look into that. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fit that into my thesis at all. I might be able to make the suggestion of it, but I'm not convinced I'll actually be able to go into depth on that. That might actually make for a really good follow-up study, and or an article I could publish down the line, which would be fantastic. Um, but in the meantime, I just really wanted to just bring up to speed on kind of where everything is now, where I am in terms of the game. So did I say 51 games earlier? I should have said 41. Um, but yeah, once I've done those three in particular, um, uh, and once I've done Strange Horticulture, that would actually be 42 games. So that will be really nice, and I would be happy if I had to. I would be happy to stop at 42. I want to stop at 50 for statistical significance reasons. But I'd be happy to stop at 42, if only because it's a solid number and it's a nerd number. It would just be fun, but it would fundamentally be better if I could get to 50 for statistical reliability. Um, we'll see if I make it. I should make it, but we'll see if I do. Regardless, I think it's time that I opened up Strange Horticulture and we got playing. Open. Excellent, and that's coming over on the stream quite nicely as well. Fantastic. So for anybody who is trying to follow my games at regular hours, regular hours don't exist. My sleep schedule is constantly getting thrown all over the place. The last few days, I was waking up fairly reliably at 3 p.m., and that got wiped out today. At some point in the last 24 hours, that stopped being a thing. So I have no idea what my sleep schedule is going to look like for the next few days at all. We will see. Regardless, hey, it is in fact Sunday. The game mirrors reality. Now, I remember the last one that I had, but let's ring the bell. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I'm pretty sure it was a different person. It's the same thing. I remember it's bright red, though. Okay. Well, we have a few bright red plants. But I haven't identified most of them. So St. John's Poppy I don't think is going to be it. St. John's Poppy... Oh wait, improve the imbiber's hearing. Yes, that one. It is in fact that one. Perfect. Alright, well that's different to what we had last time. Last time what they were asking for, I forget what one it was, but it was like, oh hey look, it's a flower that looks like it's made up of 100 different flowers. Which, according to the hint, I have one, but I hadn't been able to find it previously, and the description was, like, the image that they had was not very helpful. Like, some of these are not very helpful. Oh, I'm closed. Let's travel somewhere, maybe. I don't have anywhere specifically I need to go. Let's just visit somewhere. From the limestone crags of Whitborough, I enjoy an expansive view of the surrounding countryside. I read that Whitborough's unique rock strata may have been formed thousands or even millions of years ago when this land was covered in ice. Cool. It doesn't look like I can visit places and find flowers randomly. Every time I've just gone, you know, and clicked on a place, I'm like, I want to see what that place shows and what that place has. I just get little descriptions like that, so at this stage, I'm thinking that, I will only find plants if somebody tells me a plant is there to be found. Or like I get a letter or something. Hang on. Alright, let's end the day. Time passed, a year, then another. The book remained hidden but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Did I do the last card last time? I'm pretty sure I did. I remember where it was. I remember where I had to click. I don't remember if I had clicked it. Yeah, open. Let's look at this card. Let's open the fact that it has something hidden out of it. I imagine... Yeah. Not working very well. Alright, is there a bit of coat that it lines up with? That lines up reasonably well. Ooh, that's... There we go, that is actually perfect. Set aside. Okay, no, not yet. Where does it wind up with specifically? It winds up with there. Gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds, a reset. I got me some plants. They're blue-ish. Go away. That can go away. I don't know what plants they are. Pat the kitty. Yeah. Alright, now ring that bell. The fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. Oh, poor guy, he tries so hard. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Think they're connected? Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down? Fennett. Okay. I'm glad it tells us the name. It would be... Like, I would actually be quite happy with a game that had us read through the book to hunt stuff and find information, but that's me. I know most people would not be fine with that. So I'm really glad it actually does this. So yeah, chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. Thanks. So helpful. Let's try that one. Nope. Long and soft leaves. What about that one? Excellent. I think that's one of the ones I just picked up too. Fennett. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest just northeast of Rosslyn. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Kind regards, Zora Green. So Drysdale Forest, just north of Rossland. So there, I guess. As soon as I step off the road, blah, 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 blah. No. I wonder if I can even do this one at the moment, because I'm gonna get. I should have read that out for anybody who missed the previous times. So far, I've only been able to visit one part of Grisdale Forest, where I was specifically allowed to go, and that was to kind of investigate the murder that the other guy was investigating. Like, the witches wanted me to test for poison, which I discovered there was poison. So that was good and all, but they haven't otherwise allowed me or anyone else into that space. So, I'm not sure they'll let us. I feel like that is more than just north, but we'll try it. No. Like, the only other option would be that corner, which we will try. I don't know if this, like, going out and visiting, takes up time of the day. It probably does. Like, if I just kept going, ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell, I'd probably get more done, because then I could do this exploring after work hours, maybe? Alright. Let's try one last time. Nope. Alright. Ringing the bell. I am afraid the camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of colour that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I am afraid. Okay, let's see what these two do. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic ability, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers with rounded tufts of gentle lambswool, characteristic of this plant. Is that the one that I just picked up? So, looks like it could be that one. But what's the other one? Candlewood. Candlewood! Produces a red flower that produces a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long thin stems grow among tall leaves. I don't know what one that's going to be. I'm pretty sure that's this one. So we're going to help her psychic abilities. Warrior-less plant. Great timing. Aguirre, however it's pronounced. I need to contact the people who made this game. I'm absolutely loving it. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. Why, thank you. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. It's always like this. Always. You must come to Cizurg. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. Sure, sounds great. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturalist such as yourself. You are kindly invited to Cizurg Castle, Lord and Lady Elsbeth. Screw it, we're doing that. You know what, I'm gonna ring the bell a bunch of times, like, in the day, and then go visit. Let's actually try to test that theory out a little. Mushroom, mushroom, red spores, moves in the dark. Okay. So it's going to be one of these two, and I think it might have been the Wandering Blue. Can move slowly in the dark. Yeah, that would be this one. Yep, I worked that one out already. Thank you, though. Ring the bell! They're saying Blackcomb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Well, maybe he can. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinsdale. Is that the one, the stone circle that the officer is looking at? I've come for Stinking Mount Cap. I don't think I have Stinking Mount Cap. Not that I know of, unless it's by another name. Oh, Sunset Mount Cap, Stinking Mount. What? Okay. Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called Stinking Mount Cap, as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. I love this game. I love this game so freaking much. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Yes. Go away. Sunset Mount Cap. Alright, we are not ending the day. We are going to go visit whatever castle it was. Was it that one? Sedberg? No, I don't think it was. Go back. Sizerg. Sizerg. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. Before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library. I don't have time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget about these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the garden into my hands, and I thank her warmly. So I'm guessing those are the same one. Where is it there? Let's just take a note of that. With a question mark. To the archive. I wonder if I can visit them again. Flip the card. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everhard grows. Okay. Castle northwest of the abbey. Tree 3 miles east. Well, I can figure that out. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Okay, so I have a fun role-playing related story here. So, I once ran a game where, you know, the player was just like, hey, can I have an assistant? Because he was a doctor, he was a surgeon. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, you can. here he is. I've just knocked him up. I've just thrown a personality together. Bam! We have an assistant. And we're just having a chat. And he's just like, how's your family? And I've just spitball. The first thing that comes to my head, oh yeah, well, my mum's got typhoid. You know, it's very terrible. As soon as I've said that, like, typhoid sprung to my brain because it was, like, the game was set in the 1800s, like, just post-Napoleon. And that was a medical condition, a serious disease that I was aware existed at that time and was quite prevalent. I had a moment just after I said it where I've gone, wait, isn't that really deadly? Isn't that really bad? They should not be so cavalier about this, should they? They were just like, yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. We'll bring her in if she needs it. Yeah, it's all yeah, cool. You know, blah blah blah. Anyway, it was in the back of my brain. I'm like, is this a thing I need a retcon? Like, just for internal narrative purposes, do I need a retcon it? So I went away and I did a whole lot of research, and what I discovered was that typhus and typhoid. In the early 1800s, in England, they were considered to be the same thing. And I forget which one is which, typhus, typhoid. I think typhoid is the worst one. Typhus is quite recoverable. But the English were just like, no, this is the same disease. It is, of course, like typhus, typhoid. It's the same thing. You know, blah blah blah. Whereas by that point, the French and most of Europe had started moving on. You're like, no, typhus and typhoid are two different things. They're treated a bit differently. They have different levels of severity. But the British continued to insist that they were exactly the same thing, and that's what they taught. So it actually made complete sense that these two characters were relatively cavalier about the whole thing. Because it was an actual historical gaffe that I had, for completely unrelated reasons, gaffed myself into. And I was telling the player afterwards, we were pissing ourselves laughing after I found out. It was just like, we accidentally were even more historically accurate than we expected to be. It was just random banter. Nope, turns out it was historically accurate random banter. Anyway, so that was my fun story. Let's get back to this. So, northwest, in the castle, northwest of the abbey, she buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everheart grows. Okay, let's locate that. I mean, that is a pretty solid option there. What is the 3 miles? Okay, so that's how many miles? I want to run an RPG using my system set in this universe, because my RPG system, like everything we covered, like with these plans, it would translate perfectly well into my system. Just checking to see if there's anywhere else that meets what we just discussed. Doesn't look it, barely. I'm not even seeing another place called Abbey. Which actually makes sense if they called it the Abbey. Okay, so 3 miles is that. Was that inclusive? So would that be 1, 2, 3? I assume so. Look, we'll come back there. We'll do that at the end of the day. Let's do the bings. What have you done to me? I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere. And that creature that stands over her shoulder, I almost feel like I can sense its desires. It is afraid of the sisterhood, that much is clear. It will lay waste to them. So much death, but it can be avoided with Arduina's protection. I do not know if I am awake or asleep now. Feel the darkness tearing at my mind. Okay, so we're gonna give her some worry less. Okay, Wolas is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. And it looks like that. No, it's not that. Thing is that looks like it could be before the flower has bloomed, so that could easily be something like this. Plants are getting all spread out. I reckon it's that one. It is not that one. I'm glad that people don't walk away with the plants that we get wrong. Let's just position these where I've tried them already. Do I even have it? Okay. Sure I have it. Apparently. Nope. Insanity. Time for some insanity. My mind is broken. No, those two don't line up. Oops. There we go. They do line up. Yeah. Pretty sure that should be on that side. So, something in between there. Nope, that side. That one on that side. Yes. Bit further up. Yay, my mind is whole again. It wasn't in pieces, I swear. And she back. Blah 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 blah. It's rated sister board, that much is clear. Alright, we need to find this Waryless. What I've tried both of them. And I'm not convinced I have it, buddy. I know you're telling me I do, but I'm not convinced of it. That one? Nope. Let's move that over to the I tried it and failed pile. No, it's definitely not that. Look at those leaves, that's not right. Not that one. Screw it, let's try that one. Nope. My mind is broken. Alright, we are looking at that one. No. This one? This one. That one? That one. I wonder if it just loses us time doing that sort of thing. Ding. Let's try this one next. That one, of course. Where do these extra pages keep magically coming from? Worry less, worry more about that plant. Met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you, don't ask what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you, thank you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Come on, Trouse. Yes, I did. That one? That one. I want to meet heading west from Sedberg, probably near to the source of the river Winster. Awesome! Well, we've got a couple of things to look into before the end of the day. I'm not long for this world and I have decided I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Cabalia, like a Dreyer huntsman with their Duranthium-covered tombs. This game has freaking lore. I love it. Cabalia. Ooh. I don't think I have any Cabalia, unless that is the Latin name. Some point in downtime, unless somebody is watching and wants to check for me, I want to check to see if some of these are real plants or not, or if they're all invented. I don't think I have this. Look back through my letters. I'm sure I remember seeing something that could lead me to a new map location and perhaps a new plant too. Okay. I guess we can explore in the middle of this. So let's start with that one. The tree, cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grow on a low mound. Plant acquired. Just gonna move that to the side in case that is in fact the one we are looking for right now. It's watering. Nice, relaxing plant watering. Such a nice, relaxing game. It is so well done. I remember my classmates back during my game design course made a plant growing simulator. It was nice, but like this is just so cool. So headed west from Sedberg, near the river. So Sedberg, so he'd be over here, I guess. We need to the source of the River Winster. Okay. The Hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cool remains of a fire ringed by stone is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The Hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down 2 across 3. Okay. Maybe I should look for a Duranthium-covered tomb. So I click there. Down 2 across 3. Camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh yes, yes, ho 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 ho, the man says. You must take this, take it, take it. At his insistence I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hand and places an envelope delicately on top. Ho ho ho, it is no use to me anymore, ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red, ho ho, uppity. I am sure that he is quite mad, but he gave us stuff. Okay. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magic otherwise invisible to the naked eye. So, red ebony. Let's... So, first off, don't see anything there. I don't see anything called red ebony, and the Latin names did not have the word red in them. So I guess I haven't found that whatever it is yet, the red ebony plant. Or I may have, but I don't know which one it is. And I could try and test, but I might screw it up. Anyway, back to Cabalia. Please don't tell me that these people actually keep telling me what. Old slate mine. Should report to the sisterhood. I have absolutely no idea. These have all got ticks except for that one. Just northeast of Rusland. Which this one, yeah. I'm pulling this one out because I haven't done it yet. So it shouldn't be in the archives. I haven't done it because the witches wouldn't let me search it. Seeing anything that says dangerous miasma, no. Looking for Drea or Dranthium, something to do with tombs. St. John's Poppy might be a good option to try, but I think I'm thinking of poppies in the modern day world and how we use them, which is metagame information that may not even be remotely relevant. Okay, that offered us nothing. Maybe it's this thing? Oh! I never noticed that stuff before. Hang on a second. No. Oh, that is actually really cool. Regardless. I was about to start looking for a specific thing, and I now actually have no idea. Oh, that's right, I was going to look for the poppy. St. John's poppy. No. I have no idea. Alright. Process of elimination. Oh! I rang the bell. Whoops. Insanity! I wish there was more of these mini games. Like, the two of them are nice, but more would be really cool. Also, it's pretty much the exact same thing every time, so eventually I'll have it actually memorized and we'll just be like, yep, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and etc. Okay. Kabalia. Move that one there. I realize I've actually skipped a few. The shiver travels down my spine. No, not that one. This one. I really hope there's no major penalty for coming back here and doing that. It's just a nice little mini game to break up the spread. I feel like it's not going to be this one because somebody would have said glow in the dark. Yay! Bring me another. Bring me the same one. Looks like it is slightly different each time. That's good. I'm glad it is actually. Like, at least the, you know, the cuts are different. Yeah, no, you're definitely over there. yes. Moon freaking Thrantium covered tombs. Tried that one, didn't I? Shit, I don't remember what the first one I... Was it that one? There we go. That one was absolute trial and error. Yes, that was Cabalia. 1L, I think. Phew. Yeah, that was something. Ah, Jade Maskwoman. Your reputation is growing, horticulturalist. I hear you are the best to come to the plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Oh, my friend, I've got no idea what hop heart is. I'm afraid that you've come to the wrong place. I am not a plant seller. I am a pie man. I'm not even a person. I'm just here selling petroleum. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief, firmly, blah blah blah. Alright. That is yet another weird plant. No. I think the plant that I was looking for the other day that looked like a flower made up of lots of little flowers, I think that was it. Oh well. I have absolutely no idea. Do I have it? Okay. Try that one. Boom. First time. Totally knowledge that one. Apart. Roman Ward is called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha, he knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has gotten the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take care of me. Always comes in useful. Witch fig. Leaves similar to the fever kiss plant. Alright, which one was the fever kiss plant? It's just freaking that one. So it might be this one? No. Oh no, the key to my mind. blah, 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 blah. Which fig? And it possibly looks like that one. Assuming that that one's not it. Hang on. Aha! Which makes that one the fever kiss. Probably. Hello, man that I wish to poison. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Yeah, screw you too. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with the damn cat still here. Yeah, screw you, buddy. I need some Bishop's Parasol for a work-related matter. I don't want to give it to you, buddy. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, see, I wanted to poison him last time, but I couldn't find the plant to poison him with. Turned out I did have it, but I just couldn't find it. So, Bishop's Parasol. It's a mushroom, dark places, innocent... skills on the other side. Consumed for stomach pains. Let's try that one, because it's one of the ones I haven't identified yet. Nope. Do I not have it? Bishop's Parasol. That makes me think it's going to be pointed. Oh, feeding on any light that gets close, so it's got... No? Okay. I broke my brain again. I broke my brain! To be honest, I didn't have much of one to start with. I think that's on the wrong side. My mind is whole. Bishop's Parasol. That one? No. Didn't think so, because it's a fungus. But... I don't see anything else that fits. Nothing. Seem to draw in light, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. But it's not that one. fungus. I'm sure I haven't got any of these wrong. Says it's a fungus. How is it? Okay, so these are the only fungus I have. And I've tried all of them. Do I have it? Alright, we're gonna get a second hint. The hell is that one? Oh, there's one there. I missed that one so many times. That's all the bishop's freaking... Bishop's parasol. I'm disappointed that I missed that. I just did not see it. Just blended in. Alright, first things first. I want to try and report to the witches what I know. I've already helped identify the cause of Artist's death, guilt to danger poisoning. Okay, so I can't do that again. I can't, well, it wasn't that I can't do that again, it's just I wanted to go visit and give them some forewarning, but apparently I can't do that. Grisdale Forest, northeast of Rustland. Okay, I don't actually think there's anything for me to look into, is there? Everything else has been archived. Maybe I could visit Lady Isbeth again, Sizeg Castle. Where was Sizeg? I get the same things. Okay, yeah, I've already explored and found all there is to find. So I don't know about this. I've tried doing this one, but they won't let me in further. I'd love to report to them about the thing, but that is that colour. I believe I'm supposed to put a plant in there in order for it to work. Drag the plant here to take a closer look at it. Ah. Cool. Vicious by leaping and seeing oozing from its underside. Yep. Okay, that's cool. I've never used that before, and I didn't know that that was a thing. I don't see where I can explore. So, I guess we're gonna end the day, huh? It's late, I should look up. Yeah, okay. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Alright, first off... No. I just wanted to check. Coniston Fork. Once I've stopped, I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. No tree. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it is worth your time. Of course it's worth my time. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. It didn't give me a choice to do anything but give discretion. I'm super grateful, but the news that Ada was poisoned with guilty danger has everyone worried. Temporary acting Ada is panicking. I think this is the one. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea that we took in years ago. Trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is supposed to help locate people. Jacob's Worth. Okay. So the leaves are quite distinct. No. Leaves are quite distinct and I can't find squat. If this game ever asks for a plant that I don't actually have, I'm screwed. That one? Yes. Solomon's Scepter of the Plant, I love it. Anyway. Let's go check out this place. Chickadoo. That would be there, I guess. So, there. thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. I have some of that. I don't know if I have any of that. Alright, time to take some guesses. I have... Not that one. Winter ball. Yeah, alternatively called blue winter. Blue grey flowers. Not that one. That one. It's called winter ball. Winter ball. Blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length I've come across what I came for, and hurry away. Is that lightning? That was so cool. I got me a new plant. Spiky bits. Spiky bits. Bing. It's my wife's birthday, and I wanted to get her something special. There's a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find in years. It's like a bulb, with a strong smell to it, strong in a good way. And the flower is more like lots of little flowers. Okay, so this isn't the guy earlier, but it is definitely this one. What? What? But the flower is like lots of little flowers. No. Okay, try that one. Shites. This one? Yes. Oh, somebody different. Read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. There's curled leaves and a dark blue flower. That one? Native summer? Yeah! Maybe it is a bit random. We've had our eye on you for some time. Join us. Praise the Dendro. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Horticulture Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise to Andrew. Alright, so St. John's poppy was this one? Yes. And it was Sagil Church. Oh, let's find Sagil. And all their church. There's Sagil. Oh, up there. Okay. think that's probably right. Hurrah! It did the thing. Alright, so I still have a few things that I haven't resolved yet. Hello, I'm an old merman. I've returned from Swinside. Must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him the better. Ruben has it right though, Grizzly. I have the beginnings of theory, but I would like to run some tests on a sample of gilded dendra. Okay, I have found that before. I swear I found that one before. Maybe not. Doesn't look like I have, I guess. Let's drink the stuff this plant. Sure it's not either of those because I thought I had it a long time ago. Let's start doing some closer inspections. Some pink clouds smells pleasant. Red fruits, long leaves. Over flowers, stems. Small leaves, flower. A rather unpleasant scent. Smells of wood. Dark purple flowers. Yep, very helpful that. Sure it's not this. Smells rotten. Like I'm sure it's not any of the fungus. Sure it's not that one. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Ooh, could be this one. Yes! Excellent. I've been wondering what one that one was from the start of the game. That was one of my first flowers. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I have been shifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. Is it a plant? In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. Okay. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Gentia. Alright, sometimes called the Eberhard, pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. the few ways known to release the bind of Swoop Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Horticulture. So that would be this one, maybe? Okay. This one. I love this game. I love this game so much. On the one hand, I need to get through it in order to discuss its Lovecraftian content, if any, to what extent, etc. Like, I need to actually get through a significant amount of the story to do that. But, like, I just want to relax with this game. I just want to take my absolute time. Oh, it is such a nice, relaxing game. Alright, you know what? We're gonna stop there. Because I do want to actually drag this out a bit. I do want to spend my time enjoying this. So, I'm going to stop with this game. I'm going to check anything on my end, and then when I come back, I might give Quake a try. We'll see. Alright, I will catch you later. Farewell.